that Tennessee defense that has been playing lights out 6 straight quarters now, the first team defense without allowing any points, and that's linebacker Daniel Bituli. Daniel, we appreciate you spending some time with us. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here.
Listen, let me ask you right off the bat, with the way you guys have played defensively, and I said this before you came on, the veterans that have contributed, the veterans that have hung in there and sort of helped this team turn around, what's it been like from your perspective to see guys who've put in the blood and the sweat and the tears to get this program back, to sort of rally around each other and now get to a point where you guys are playing really good football?
It feels really good. All that work we put in during the offseason, the work we put in during the week, the extra film study, and to go out there on Saturdays and for things to go our way because we worked so hard during the week, it really feels good.
The defensive line, I know there was every year with every football team, there's always these, inevitable question marks. A lot of people were wondering about your all's defensive line. Those guys have really stepped up. They've come on. They've freed up you guys at linebacker and other positions to make plays and have big games. How much have they grown up? How much have they matured? How much have they improved as a unit, Daniel, those guys up front in the D-line?
They've done a great job. Those are guys that are eager to go in there and watch some extra film. Instead of the time, linebackers can't make plays without our D-line. They've been doing a great job of holding O-linemen up so we can put the right gaps properly, and we just got to keep that up in order to be successful in these upcoming games.
Daniel, it's Austin. Zach Stipe, the SID with Tennessee football, gave me a great stat. Before we came on the air, 2 of the top 3 rushing performances, or defensive rushing performances, since Jeremy took over as defensive coordinator, have been the last 2 games against UAB and against South Carolina. Go back to the Mississippi State game, one of the top backs in the country. You guys really, slowed him down dramatically. Can you take me back to a point in this season where things really started to click? I mean, was it something that you noticed, or is it just something where you guys have just got more experience and you kind of, finally things just started to click? Or can you pinpoint something that, kind of flipped the switch for you guys?
Really both. We look back at this at the beginning of the season and realize we're definitely beating ourselves. We can play as physical as anybody else in the country, but if we don't fit the right gaps, any team can go out there and run the ball on us. And we just had a lot of guys take ownership, watching a lot of films, staying in after practice, really trying to understand our defense and how to play in order to be successful in it. And that's why we're having all these good plays and making all those plays on the field.
You got 1 game left in Neyland, man. Is it starting to set in that you've got 3 games left total, and this is it for you?
Oh yes, sir. I was actually running down the sea this past game, and I'm just like, man, I'm only going to be able to do this one more time in pass. So it's definitely something I'm favoring. I'm not looking forward to because I love Tennessee so much, but I love my time here. I love the fans. I love our nation, and I wouldn't change anything for the world. I love this university.
Hey, Daniel, it's Chris again. Take me back, if you would, to that locker room, that Monday practice after the BYU game. There you guys are 0-2, 2 home losses. You lost to Georgia State. You lose to BYU. What was Jeremy Pruitt's message to your football team? What was the veterans, your message, the other veterans on this team, message to each other about the rest of the season and being able to turn this thing around?
Just the same thing he's been saying all year. If we go out there and execute the way we're supposed to, put positive things that we learned in practice, bring it into a game, we watch that for film, it's going to go out there and show on the field. And a lot of guys have been doing that. We're all bought in. You don't have to face some guys and be like, hey, come in and watch them. And just the whole defense, the whole team is bought in. It's the success of the team. And after seeing these previous games and just seeing how good we can really be, it's really motivating some guys to do just extra film watching, and everything like that. And all because of that is why we're doing so good on the field.
Daniel, do you feel the hunger around town, around campus, the passion of the fans? And I know you guys as players the same way for this program to get back to being elite again. Is that pretty obvious to you everywhere you go in Knoxville around the University of Tennessee campus?
Can you say that again, please?
Yeah, I said, do you feel the hunger, the passion of the fan base, the people in the community, on campus, for this program to get back to being elite again?
Oh, for sure. No, that was definitely my plan coming into my freshman year. I knew I wanted to set a standard by the time I left here. You know, even when things weren't going our way, these fans have so been passionate about us, loving us, showing up at every game, being as loud as possible, and just motivating us, cheering us on. And it's definitely something that doesn't go unnoticed. And that's why I came here, because we know we have the best fan base in the whole world. And it's definitely something we don't take for granted. And we all know how passionate ball fans are, and we love and appreciate them.
Daniel, this is Austin again. When I look at this team, it just seems like, you know, I told somebody the other day, it feels like that you guys, when things started to click, it also started to click from a chemistry standpoint. You guys just look like you're having so much more fun. And I get winning's more fun than losing. But, I mean, like, even in a couple of those games y'all lost against Georgia, against Alabama, it looked like you guys just started to really kind of have fun together on the football field again. Nigel's talked about this a little bit. Is it the combination of kind of some veterans like yourself and Daryl and Nigel, and then, you know, some young guys making plays like Crouch and Henry? I mean, what can you pinpoint? It just seems like you guys are just having fun.
Yeah, for sure. You know, the coaches talked about it all the time. When we started playing this game as kids, all we wanted to do was have fun, run around, and just have fun with our friends. And the coaches emphasized, you know, bring that style of play back. You know, we play football because we love this sport, and don't make it like a business. So just go out there and have fun. And when plays come your way, just score and everything like that. And we've just we've been applying that to our game, our style of play each and every game, and that's why we're having so much success.
Daniel, it's a Sunday. I'm watching the NFL here on TV at Texas Roadhouse. A couple of your old buddies, Kyle Phillips, Shy Tuttle, man, those guys are making plays on Sundays. I mean, have you kind of enjoyed kind of getting to see that? Have you been able to take any time on a Sunday and see some of those guys making plays that you were playing with just 1 year ago?
Yes, sir. I try to congratulate them as much as possible. It's a heartwarming to see when the guys you've grinded with, when they were here and having success in the league, it's definitely something that's heartwarming. You know, those are guys that are definitely put their head down and grind each and every day, and I'm not surprised by the plays they're making out there on Sunday, so I'm really happy for them.
Daniel, it's Chris again. I saw after you guys beat South Carolina last week, of course, we had Coach Pruitt on the show, and he said he made a late-night run to Gus's. I figured that's got to be sort of a staple now for all the team. Now you guys are playing so much better that you guys hit Gus's sometimes after midnight. Is that we're going to see that happen down the road?
I wasn't saying about that. I saw the video on Twitter and I kind of laughed at it, but I didn't know he was going to Gus's. You know, I usually hang out with my family after the game, but I did see that video and everything. So
when the young man put his arm around Coach Pruitt, what were you thinking, Daniel?
I'm sure he was just hungry and ready to eat. That's the look he had on his face.
I just love that Coach Pruitt blamed his wife, you know, for French fries, when in reality he was going there for himself, and he just happened to get her French fries as well.
Not only French fries, Daniel, but French fries with smoked cheddar, covered in smoked cheddar. That's the key. That's the key. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate you spending some time with us tonight on The Nation. Best of luck to you. It's been a lot of fun watching you play, and I know that you guys, as a team, feel like there's still a lot left out there for you as you close out your career and the rest of this season. But, Daniel, we appreciate it, my man.
Yes, sir. Thank you again.
Okay. That's Daniel Bituli, senior linebacker for Tennessee, joining us